Volatility 100 index price prediction and technical analysis, and we find ourselves at this point in time on the monthly chart. And on the monthly chart, it is quite clear that the market had given us in the past this overextended double top, with this side being the first leg and this area being the second leg. And again, it is an overextended double top because that first leg is much lower than the second leg, and this particular pattern also had a neckline there, more or less. And you guys also know that whenever we have these patterns, we want to see price actually closing below the neckline and then head up to the neckline to give it a test. And where the neckline is, especially if it aligns with any key numbers in regards to the Fibonacci retracement tool, is where we would look for potential sell opportunities, right? So we should have looked for potential sell opportunities in and around this area. And another thing that I also want to mention is that as much as we had that overextended double top, we can see that the market, or this pattern rather, has played itself out, because remember, it started here, more or less, went up, gave us a double top, and then closed in line pretty much with where it had started. So we can now disregard this particular pattern. Another thing that I also want to mention is that now that this pattern has played itself out, it looks like we may be getting ready to see the market actually start to move up. And from here, what I'm going to do, guys, is head down to the weekly chart, and let's have a look in terms of what's happening on the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, at this point in time, we can see that the market is in the process of possibly giving us a W formation, right, which may possibly have a neckline at that level, as you guys can see. And should price close above this level over here, right, chances are that we're gonna see the market actually, move all the way to at least that level over there, right? Another thing that I also want to, in fact, before we continue, I'm just gonna add my neckline for that particular potential double top, right? So there goes our neckline. And another thing that I also want to add is a channel. Just bear with me. I would add my channel more or less in this manner. Let's see. There we go, there we go, there we go, more or less, right? So as I said, guys, should we have a situation where price or the market gives us the second leg of a W structure over here, or double bottom, and price closes above this channel as well as above this neckline of that W structure or double bottom, we would then again wait for price to come back to the level to give it a test. And if it does so, at this point is where I would look for potential buy opportunities. And if I do find any, I believe that my first take profit should be around here somewhere, right? I hope you guys can see that, right? And the last point that I want to make is that if it does happen, if price does give us this particular W structure and closes above this channel as well as above that neckline, also note that we would have this particular structure, which is a bigger double bottom or bigger W formation, right? And the same principles would apply. It has a neckline there, as you guys can see. If you can just draw it properly, it has a neckline there. And the neckline would also act as a very strong level of resistance at this point in time. So should it happen that we buy somewhere at this point, or rather I buy somewhere at this point, my first take profit actually should be around here, because we have that level, which is a very strong level of resistance. Because what may possibly happen is we may see a situation where the market from this level actually moves further down, right? But should price again close above this level as well, chances are we're going to see the market actually move all the way up to around that level, and that level would be my second take profit.